BCPS Weekly Update! Coming from his home in Baltimore, Maryland! And now your host, Mr. Lewis! Hey folks, that's right. I'm going to provide you with weekly updates while we're not in school so you understand what's going on and what's expected of you. And I'm probably going to cover a lot of things you have questions about. So, let's go to the big board.
You'll see everything. You'll see the big board.
That is precisely the idea, General.
I'm sure the first thing on most of your minds is grades. So with our current situation, they have decided to take third quarter and fourth quarter and mash them together and call it, this is crazy. Third and fourth marking period grades. So that's right. They're going to take everything you did from third quarter and the stuff you're going to do now in fourth quarter, and they're going to combine them for your total grade. So if you're not happy with your grade for third quarter, sadly, there's nothing you can do about third quarter. But if you do well with fourth quarter, put them together, average it out, that's your grade. They're going to print report cards after fourth quarter. So there's no third quarter report card. There's a fourth quarter report card. Coffee break. If there's any change to this policy, I'll let you know, either in one of these videos or in Schoology on the Schoology page. But as of now, this is the BCPS, not Dundalk, but BCPS policy for how we're going to go about grades. If you have any questions or concerns, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa too, don't forget about him, and uncle, whoever, please feel free to contact one of the counselors, administrators, or contact me as well. Each week, teachers will be posting a folder with the date and week number. In this folder, you will find work that you must complete for that week. Each lesson should roughly take you about 30 minutes. All the materials you will need to complete the lesson will be in that particular folder. These lessons must, I repeat, must be completed. Once again, this is BCPS policy. Lessons will go live by 8:30 a.m. on Monday. Some of your teachers might put them on prior to that. They have to put them on Monday. They can't put them on before Monday, but they must be up by 8:30. You will have till 11:59 at the end of the week, Friday, to complete the assignment. That's it. You have till 11:59. Assignment's got to be done. Now for this week coming up, the week of the 6th, instead of it being Friday, your due date is going to be 11:59 on Thursday. Why? Because we're going to consider Friday a holiday. This is once again coming down from BCPS. Work for the following week, the week of the 13th, will not be posted on Monday, but will be posted on Tuesday the 14th. Work on the 14th must still be completed by Friday the 17th at 11:59. Every week following these 2 weeks, work will be Monday through Friday deadline. Posted by 8:30 on Monday, due at 11:59 on Friday. Once again, if you have any questions or concerns about this, reach out to a faculty member or reach out to me.
You like me?
This is pretty cool. Each week, teachers will be holding virtual classrooms. You can access these through the link they will provide on Schoology. If you have any questions about how to do this, there's a folder on Schoology titled Resources to Help You Get Started. And it has some handy dandy PDFs in there to explain how to get in. But essentially you click the link and it will log you in under your BCPS username. The links for the classrooms will change each week, so make sure you're checking on the link so you're in the right classroom. Within the classroom, be respectful and follow the normal classroom rules. Each virtual classroom will be recorded for your protection and for the teacher's protection. These classrooms are a great time to ask questions to your teacher about content, pacing, anything you would normally ask in a class. They're not necessarily going to be lectures or lessons themselves, but it's a great way to interact with the teacher and interact with other students in the class. It's also a great way to practice social distancing.
She doesn't even go here.
You're wondering, when do these particular classes meet? Well, once again, if you have any questions, please make sure you're reaching out to one of your teachers, administrators, or myself. Now, outside the virtual classroom, there are other opportunities to interact with your teacher. Each teacher will hold office hours every day. Each teacher is required by BCPS to hold a minimum of 2 hours a day dedicated to office hours, meeting with students one-on-one, answering questions from parents, and those sort of things. My particular office hours look like if you're unable to meet these hours, make sure you send your teacher, myself, a message or an email, and we can try to set something else up. Remember, teachers are home too, and we have responsibilities and things we have to do as well. So we're not always going to be as available as you would wish we were.
Dear Diary.
Side note, we are currently living through a major historical event. Not a super enjoyable one or happy one, but it's significant. I encourage each of you to keep a journal, digital, written down, something with a collection of your thoughts, your daily activities. What's life like now in the United States, in Maryland, in Dundalk during this quarantine, during this pandemic? Historians rely heavily on personal accounts of major events. This is your opportunity to be a part of history for future generations. Just an idea, but it's an important one. Now, I'd like to hold a weekly history contest for all my students in AP, Standard World, EPI. This is for all of you. Each week, I will post 3 topics.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it.
Research the topic, create a unique video of yourself presenting the topic. Videos need to be between 1 and 3.5 minutes. It can be a song, it can be your version of Crash Course, it could be a skit you do with your little brother Bob. The sky's the limit. I want to hint and reiterate this is not a requirement, but it's a fun way to stay busy and improve your education and knowledge of history during this time away from school. Why do it then? I am hoping to be able to give the winner a prize. I'm still waiting for confirmation about whether or not I'm allowed to give you guys a prize, but I would really like to give you guys a prize. I would email you or send through Schoology a certificate that basically says you're smart, you won, but I'd like to give you actually some kind of physical prize. So tune in next week or later on this week during classes to find out if I actually can give you some type of physical prize outside of a certificate that says, hey, I won. But remember, there can only be one, so take on the challenge. Or don't, choice is yours. Gotta get more coffee. Now it's time for a fun edition of This Day in History. On this day in history, April 5th, 1933, President Franklin D. Roosevelt established the Civilian Conservation Corps, or CCC, with an executive order. The CCC was part of his New Deal legislation, combating high unemployment during the Great Depression by putting millions of young men to work on many environmental conservation projects. Considered by many to be one of the most successful of the Roosevelt New Deal programs, the CCC planted more than 3 billion trees and constructed trails and shelters in more than 800 parks nationwide during its 9 years of existence. The CCC helped to shape the modern national and state park system we know and enjoy. In true John Green fashion, it's time for the Open Letter! Let's see what's in the box today. It's soap! Dear Soap, thank you for all you do. You keep us clean, you keep us safe, you keep us healthy. Especially now, more than ever, Soap, you are important. This pandemic is crazy, but Soap, you can help. I want to remind everybody, wash your hands. At least 20 seconds with soap. If you don't know how long 20 seconds is, sing happy birthday. Be like Mr. Golbeck here. Well, folks, That's it for now. I'll see you next week during virtual classes or during my office hours. Keep an eye out next Sunday for your next installment of the Mr. Lewis Weekly Update. Wash your hands. Stay safe, stay smart, stay stellar. Best wishes.